When is a song done? It's a question that every writer could answer differently. In fact, I've answered it differently at different times in my life. Sometimes I thought a song was done when it was in my head or written down on a piece of paper or assembled in a really rough, rudimentary way in a voice memo.
I wasted my time, wasted the buzz, wasted the vibe.
Other times it felt done just if I knew the song well enough to be able to run through it live, even just once.
Waiting for you to apologize for some made-up crime.
That wasn't enough for some songs. Some songs didn't feel complete until I had sort of broken out the component parts of it, like pieces of a skeleton, and then assembled that skeleton so that it was a little bit more organized and more interesting than my little live run through. Maybe not fleshed out, but the shape is there.
For breaking the promise you didn't make, for failing to smile when I would have faked.
Sometimes the song isn't done until you've put flesh on those bones.
That was your first mistake. Don't be.
And then sometimes a song doesn't feel complete until when you look at it, you see or hear, rather, the things that other people would hear from the outside or that you want them to hear. With my current song, Easy to Break, I am obviously chasing the last of those options. It starts where I left off in my last video with a whole nother round of 8 tracks filled up, ready for a mixdown. And that's what I did. I performed a mixdown and using the mixdown function in my digital portastudio. And I could have taken that mixdown file and just released it, but I didn't. I decided that it wasn't quite what I was imagining. I wanted to do something more. So I ran that sound out from the digital portastudio and into a cassette portastudio. Can you see any of this? From the digital into the line outs, up into the cassette. Type 2 cassette. We're going busing left and right to tracks 1 and 2. EQ is flat, levels were good, DBX, high speed, right in the center. Let's do this! In addition to whatever tape mojo I could muster, I knew I wanted to adjust some EQ. Here's what I got. A little tiny bass boost, a little bit slightly more treble boost. And then over there, which who even knows what that is, on the mids, I'm doing some cutting. And add some reverb.
Effect 1 sim. Effect 2 sim. Effect 1 goes into this, effect 2 goes into this. Buttons is shot.
Waiting for you to apologize.
Spacey! Recording to tracks 3 and 4. They are direct, so it's coming straight from 3 and 4, which are coming from this reverb, which is being fed by effects 1 and 2. I've got those maxed out, those levels are there. Here's what my reverb settings are. This is the sound of just the reverb track. You know, I wish this had a dry cut in it, but I don't care because I'm not actually going to use that reverb high in the mix. What I'm imagining you can really hear it.
I'm tough as a tin, foil tank, you're safe as a fake.
Mixed judiciously, I think it sounds really nice. And finally, I felt like I had a sound that sounded right, but the problem was it's on the cassette tape. What am I supposed to do with that? Well, the answer is I've got to run the sound out of that machine through an audio interface and into a computer. And the result is a WAV file, which is exactly what I would have gotten if I had just exported my mix down out of the digital Portastudio in the first place. So what did all that extra work get me? Well, in addition to the satisfaction of knowing that instead of offloading some of that like magic onto a service like Lander or BandLab, I got to do it myself and exert even more creativity into this process. But mostly, I think the end result sounds awesome. I think I hear a difference, and however big or small that difference is, it's enough to have made me feel like the song is finally done. After I clean up some odds and ends like album art, I'm gonna be releasing it on August 4th. That's next Friday. So be on the lookout for it, but in the meantime, tell me when you think a song is done, what the signs and signals are that you've taken it far enough, or maybe just that you don't know where to take it next. I don't know, it's a different test for everybody. And like I said, I've been through a lot of those tests, but really you've already done enough by watching this video. So thank you, please take care of yourself, I hope you're doing well. I'll see you next time.